What's going on, everyone? In a recent newswire from Friday, Rockstar gave us some more information regarding GTA 5 Expanded and Enhanced, and they also shared some new images of Expanded and Enhanced, along with showing some new vehicles that also will be arriving very soon. So we'll be taking a closer look at that and more. Before we get into all that though, if you want to see more information regarding Expanded and Enhanced, along with much more GTA Online and Red Dead Online content, then make sure to be subscribed and have on post notifications. So let's start off with this first image that Rockstar shared. So this is a picture of, pretty much the city of Los Santos. Now, we don't know if this is how Expanded and Enhanced is going to look like. Rockstar hasn't shown an official gameplay trailer yet, but I'm guessing since they shared this image, it is probably how Expanded and Enhanced is going to look like. So honestly, there isn't that much of a huge difference. I mean, the lights definitely look better. The clouds look a bit more different. It's just more, saturation. It looks more nicer, but it's not that much of a difference that many of us probably expected. And when you compare it to the PC version of GTA 5, there really isn't that much of a difference. If you're on PC and you put your graphics to ultra or like max, this is pretty much how it's going to look like. And then we can also see in this screenshot that the Mile High Club still isn't finished, which I hope is something that Rockstar decides to finish. And then also like the traffic and pedestrians doesn't seem to be that much either in this screenshot, so I hope they just add more and expand and enhance to just make it more realistic and more alive. So hopefully we can see more of that. And then I'm also hoping that Rockstar adds more like props, more like little details around the map, because when you think about it, the GTA 5 map really hasn't changed that much. It's been pretty much the same since 2013. Obviously we have some new businesses and properties that have been added throughout the years, but the world has pretty much stayed the same. We still have the same cars from 2013. The billboards haven't really changed. Buildings haven't been updated. I'm not asking for a lot, obviously in this remaster, but just like, a couple changes throughout the map would just be appreciated, just to make GTA 5 feel more like it's in 2022 and not stuck in 2013. Alright, but let's move on to this other screenshot that Rockstar did reveal. So this is one of the new cars that Rockstar will be releasing in the Expanded and Enhanced version. So first off, we can see that there is a new gradient which is on this car, which is something that's been leaked about for the past couple of months. We are going to be having new gradients for vehicles, which definitely is very exciting. I'm really interested to see these new upgrades that we're going to be having. And then we can also see that this car specifically has been upgraded at House Special Works, which is going to be a new auto shop located at the LS car meets. And if we even take a closer look at this vehicle, we can see that this vehicle is based off the Pontiac GTO in real life, and I gotta say, it definitely is a really cool car, and I'm glad that Rockstar is finally adding it to the game. And we can also see some of the upgrades that we'll be having, which is going to be like the spoiler, some of the wheel upgrades too, the exhaust. So I'm really interested to see the new upgrades that we'll be having on these vehicles. And then moving on to this last screenshot that Rockstar showed, we once again have a couple new vehicles in the back, and then we also have some existing vehicles too. So let's start off at the left side. So that green and white car in the back is actually the Astron, which is already a vehicle in GTA Online that released for the contract DLC, and it seems that it's going to be at least one of the vehicles that will be able to be upgraded at House Special Works. We know that not every single vehicle in GTA Online will have this ability, and only a select few, like Rockstar stated previously. So that's one of the vehicles for sure. It's an SUV, and I have checked out that car, and it's not too bad of a vehicle, so I'm glad that that's going to be able to be upgraded. And then for the vehicle next to that red and black one, I'm pretty sure it's that same vehicle that we saw earlier, the one that was based off the Pontiac GTO. So now we're just going to see the front end of it. And then as for the other two vehicles on the right, these two seem to be new vehicles. So let's start off with that car that has that gradient that is like pink, blue, black, and white. That vehicle seems like it's based off the Toyota GR86 in real life, which is a very beautiful sports car, might I add. And this vehicle seems to be very similar to the Euros, which is a vehicle that released back in the Los Angeles Tuners DLC. So that is also pretty cool there. So for this vehicle, I gotta say the gradient looks amazing, and I cannot wait to check it out. And then moving on to the final vehicle on the right side, the one that's in orange and blue. This one I'm honestly really excited for. First off, it looks a lot like the Krieger, which is one of the fastest and coolest vehicles in GTA Online. And as for its real life counterpart, it seems to be based off the Rimac Navara, which is actually one of the fastest vehicles in the world right now, and it's actually one of the newest vehicles too. And I think they only started production of this vehicle back in 2021, so it's a really new vehicle, and also it's an electric car. So this is the vehicle I'm definitely for sure looking forward to. I hope it has a lot of great liveries and gradients, along with new upgrades and more. So that seems to be the 3 new vehicles that Rockstar shared from these images, and we know that we're at least getting 5 new vehicles and Expanded and Enhanced. So there possibly could be more than 5 new vehicles, but we probably at least know 3 of them, which is pretty cool. Now, I also want to talk about the Career Builder, which is going to be a new feature that we have in Expanded and Enhanced. So first, the Career Builder is going to give us a choice to pick between 4 illicit businesses, which is going to be the biker, executive, nightclub owner, or the gun runner. So I'm gonna break down these all real quick and I'll let y'all know which one is the best one to get for sure. So for biker, it seems like it's only going to be giving you the MC Clubhouse and not any of the 5 other businesses. So if that is the case, that kind of sucks and I don't recommend going for it. And then for executive, I think that's only going to be the CEO office, so that one is actually pretty good. And then for the nightclub owner, of course, is going to be a nightclub. And then for gun runner, it's going to be the bunker. So for biker, if it's only the MC Clubhouse, I wouldn't recommend going for that. If it's the executive and you get the CEO office, I definitely do recommend going for that one because you can purchase the vehicle warehouse or cargo warehouses and you can definitely make a lot of money from that. And then for nightclub, this is the one I would recommend not going for because you have to own like pretty much every other business in the game to even make a lot of money from nightclubs. So this is one that I would probably skip over. And then for gun runner or bunker, this one is also a great way to make money. So I recommend going for that one also. So if you had to pick one of the 4, I'd recommend going for either executive or going for gun runner. And then biker possibly too, if it does include some of the businesses. And then as for locations, I don't know if we'll be able to choose them, but if you can, try to pick like, one that's close to the city when it comes to pretty much like all of these businesses here. And then along with the career builder, we also get some money in GTA Online, which I'm guessing is going to be like $1 to $2 million. We also get a high-end vehicle, which I'm guessing is already picked for us, and then also some firepower, which is going to be probably a couple guns that are going to be useful. So, and like I said in my previous vehicle, this reminds me a lot of the criminal starter pack that we have in GTA Online. And again, this grid builder is mainly for new players, but if you want to, you can restart your character and you can check out the grid builder at any time. So yeah, expanded enhanced will be here very soon. It's pretty much only about a month away. Again, it's coming on March 15th if you didn't already know. And I hope there's going to be a lot of new features and stuff besides the new vehicles, career builder, etc. And then for the vehicles, I'm really happy the fact that we can actually upgrade some of our existing vehicles and not only the new vehicles that are going to be releasing in this remaster. And it makes me wonder if it's going to be like all the vehicles or it's just going to be some vehicles. I'm guessing it's going to be like some vehicles, mostly the ones that probably released in the Tuners DLC or the Contract DLC. But of course, we'll just have to wait and see. And then for the career builder, it's really nice the fact that you don't have to actually be like an entirely new player to try it out. And if you want to try the career builder, you just have to restart your character and you'll be able to check it out. And I hope that PC will also be able to get an upgrade to expand and enhance. Even though Rockstar hasn't said anything about this yet, it would just make sense if Rockstar released like a DLC or update or something like that to the PC version of GTA 5 so they can get like, new graphics, new features and stuff like that instead of expanded and enhanced only being on PS5 and Xbox Series X and S. So of course we'll have to be patient and see if Rockstar does decide to do that, and when they eventually do release more information about expanded and enhanced, which should be sometime this month and also next month before it releases, I'll be sure to let you guys know. And of course when it drops too, we'll be having tons of videos, streams and much more. Now that's all for this video. Hopefully y'all enjoyed. If y'all want to see some information regarding expand and enhance along with more GTA Online and Red Dead Online content here on the channel, subscribe and put up post notifications, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.